So now we're going to talk about your careers, because now, Luke and Noah, it's over. It's the beginning of your careers. And you both have new projects already. So Van, we're going to talk about Occupants.
Sounds good.
It's a long feature.
It's a what?
It's a film.
It's a feature film, yeah.
It's a feature film. And you have the main role.
Yes.
What attracted you in that project?
He is
Was
the
it
title
the
role.
horror?
I am? Well, you don't know if I'm the title role, Jake.
I don't. I haven't seen it.
No, no one's seen it. I haven't even seen it. What?
What attracted you in that role? Was it the horror?
Yeah, actually, I remember I had an audition for that I ended up not being able to do around like February or March because I had to go out to LA. So then about a month later, they called me in for an audition again, and I had no conflicts or anything, so I went in, and the day before I had read the script, and then I took a nap after reading the script. I had terrible nightmares, and I was like, oh, it's so good. And so I went in, I had an audition, I felt I did fine. I didn't feel I did anything extraordinary. It was for the producer and the director and the casting people. So I was like, well, that was probably that. And then about 2 weeks later, I got a call back, and I went in again, and then I went in third time, I think, about a week after that, and by that point I had sent the script to a lot of people, and I was like, I think I'm seriously in the running for this, read it, and people read it and people loved it. It's really cool, it's unique, it's not like horror like today where somebody jumps out of a bathroom and stabs you. It's like kind of like a lot of the influences were Roman Polanski and Hitchcock, and something that's a little bit more of a psychological thriller, and I really like that. And then I was just thrilled that I got it. But I think what attracted me to it was the genre, of course. I love horror films, but also I really found the story interesting and the character interesting, and it was like nothing I'd ever done before. And also, if you get a movie, you're not going to turn it down. So there's that.
And tell us about your first experience in a movie.
It's incredible. It's a very, very different way of working than on the soap or even in theater. It made me realize that the soap is much closer to theater than it is to films. It was a really, really interesting, because you'll rehearse and then you'll go away for about an hour and a half while they set up the track and the lighting and the cameras and everything. And I really respect the director a lot, and I guess just people who direct film in general, because there's so much they've got to think about. It's not just the performance, it's about the lighting, it's about, you might have a great performance, but then a boom gets in the shot and you have to do the entire thing again. It's about telling the story, it's about getting the right camera angles, getting the right speeds. There's so much that goes into it. And it was great because it's really collaborative, I think, in more ways than a lot of things I've done, is that everybody kind of has an opinion on their part of it. So it was really, really amazing experience. So lucky to have had it.
Was it different than you imagined it to be?
I had never done a film before, so I had really no preconceived notions of what it would be. The days were very long. The days were actually much longer than on the soap. They were about 12 or 13-hour days every day. So that was a real challenge. So it was like running a marathon for a month. But it was as I said, it was an awesome experience. I wish on my lucky stars that I get to do another film.
So you worked with Cody Horn,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Magnussen's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know each other before Occupants?
Yeah, me and Cody had known each other, not super well, but we had been at the same parties together, and then at the final callback, she was there, and I saw her and I was like, I know that girl, I know her. And I saw her looking at the call sheet of people who came in, and she saw my name, Van.
And so we hung out the whole callback, and then we left together, and we were like, wouldn't it be great if we both got this? And we were lucky enough that we did. So it was great working with Cody, and Billy was there a lot, so it was really good seeing him. And she's a fantastic actress. She's personality-wise, she and Billy are so similar. Like the way they talk is similar. It's really, really. I mean, it's really cool. And like, I'm like, it's like you're a female Billy. But she's great, and I think she does a really, really good job in the film.
Do you know when it will be released?
It's an independent, so it has to, it's not even done being edited yet. So I think it won't be finished with editing for another month or two, or maybe even longer. But then, since it's independent, they need to find a distributor for it, or take it to festivals, so that could take some time. So I don't know right now.
Do you know if it will be released in DVD?
It could be released on DVD. I think everyone's hoping that it gets a theatrical release, but it could be released directly to DVD.
And theaters?
Hopefully theaters. Yeah, I think that's I think the goal for any film is that you want it in theaters. But I will keep people updated as soon as I know things. I will let people know.
Now, Jake, let's talk about Staffer. You've been writing, editing, and producing it. You're still in the process, I guess?
Yeah.
Tell us about the story.
Well, yeah, the synopsis is, well, it's okay. I would give a pitch line for it, but, well, it's about a female officer returning from Afghanistan to her husband and child, and she's coming back with a secret, and some people here probably know what that is, but I don't, I'm not, I'll let people see it, because it's not a secret, per se, but I would give I would give a producer a pitch to somebody in the industry, but otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys see it. Yeah. It won't be too long wait until it's only about like 2 months now from totally being out there. So.
That's great. Is it gonna be on DVD?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How does it feel to be on the other side of the camera?
Great, and very much still artistically fulfilling, and just proud. I mean, this is something that I imagined, and it's been really, really gratifying to see it go through all these processes from casting. I loved when I was working on it, seeing the other actors, really put themselves in it and really work hard to. They wanted to make it as good as possible. Everybody wanted. It was just really nice to be a part of something that everybody was excited about, and having written it, it was really flattering.
Do you plan on being both an actor and a writer, producer?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it was too much fun. It was way too much fun for me. As soon as it was done, I want to do it again. The whole thing. I loved it.
You have projects already?
No, nothing. I mean, nothing that I've really been able to sink my teeth into. I'm still working on this, so when this is fully done, I'll be able to really let my mind.
Do you want to try directing?
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Right now I'm still learning about that side of it. So yeah, one day.
It's funny that you and Noah share that passion for filmmaking.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you use your personal experience on the show?
On what?
Or the other way around?
I mean, it just wasn't hard in that way. I think, the thing is, I think you'll meet I think you'd be hard pressed to find an actor who doesn't like film, growing up with it. So, in that way, I think, I didn't really know that when I joined the show, I didn't know that I would be, I had written something before, but I didn't know. I didn't know how, and I'm not, a director per se at this point, so, I think it's just a coincidence. Art imitating life, life imitating art, whichever way you want to look at it.